Yoja wasa zadan jiwe dopinyo asamahito. Ekahan jiwidan seyo pinya wondasa jaino. Better it is to live one day wise and meditative than to live 100 years foolish and uncontrolled. This Dhammadesana was given by the Buddha while he was living at Jetavana Monastery in Savatthi city, referring to Venerable Khanu-Kondanna Thera. You know, this Kondanna Thera learned meditation practice from the Buddha. Then he went to one forest monastery and practiced meditation diligently. Then he became Arahanta together with analytical knowledges, Patisambhita Jnana. After having attainment of Arhata Magga, then he also returned to the Jetavana monastery to inform his attainments to the Buddha. You know, during the Buddha times, usually most of the bhikkhu approached the Buddhas for 2 times. Before Vasa, they also approached the Buddhas to take meditation instructions from the Buddha. Then after learning meditation practice from the Buddha, then they practice meditation in some suitable monastery, like the forest monastery. Because of their meditation practice for whole vasas diligently, then they also attain a kind of attainment. Then after Vasa, they also went to the Buddhas to inform their attainment. Is this? Bande, I have attained Arhata Magga. Or the other also may inform according to their attainment. I practice meditation for whole vasas according to your instructions. Then I became Sotapanna, I became Sakadagami, I became Anagami, etc. Some also like the jhana attainment or abhignana, etc. Is it? That is why they approached 2 times. Most of the bhikkhu approached the Buddhas 2 times in 1 year, before vasas and after vasas. Is it? In the same way, Venerable Kondanna also, this is another Kondanna. After practicing meditations for whole vasas, then he also became Arhanta. After Vasa, then he also returned to the Buddhas to inform his attainment to the Buddha. Then on the way to Jetavana monastery, then he became tired because of a long journey. Then he found the suitable place to rest from the main road. Then he saw one flat stone, you know, the flat stone, very big flat stone nearby the road. Then, okay, he decided to go there and to rest for some time. Then he left the road and went to the flat stone. How he rest? Then in the stone, no, he didn't sleep. He just entered into jhana samapatti on the flat stone. Not only short time, not only 5 minutes, not only 1 hour, 2 hours, the whole night. Is it? Then he was entering into the jhana samadhi on the flesh stone. Then maybe evening times or night times, is it? Then there were also 500 thieves. They also destroyed one village and took their property, 500 thieves together. There are many thieves during the Buddha time also, not only nowadays, is it? If the group is bigger and bigger, then they also bully many people from the country, is it? Then what will happen? They took property from those villages after destroying their village, according to their ability, then according to their energy. They put the things inside the bag. Then they carry those things on their head and their shoulder. Then they also came back to their village along the rope. When they reached this place, they also became tired. That is why then leader of the thieves says, now becoming dark, we should also rest around this area. Then when they observe here and there from the road, then they also saw the flat stone. Flat stone means, already dark. Then they left the rope and went to the flat stone. 500 thieves. Then in the darkness, they also saw the stump or a tree. Is it? Venerable Kondanna is entering into jhana samadhi on the flat stone, but they thought this is the stump or the tree. Is it? That is why then one robber, maybe the chief of the robber, put his things on the Venerable Kondanna's head. Then in the same way, the other thief also, put their thing on the Venerable Kondanna's body. One after another, altogether 500 thieves. Then Venerable Kondanna's will be at the middle of their things. Is it? As they are very tired, then they also sleep on the flat stone for whole night. They are sleeping. Venerable Kondanna is entering into jhana samadhi for whole night. Is it? Then early in the morning, when the dawn comes, the sunlight also appears. Then they can see. Then they woke up from sleeping. Then they took their property each. At that time, what happened? Venerable Kondanna appeared. Then Venerable Kondanna also emerging from his jhana, then they saw Venerable Kondanna. This is Yaka. This is Amanosa. They said, that may be ghost. Then they trying to run away. All thieves are, although there are many thieves, 500 thieves, if there's one kind of ghost, then they are still afraid of the ghost, is it? They trying to run away. They think, here is this evil spirit, yaka or ghost. Then they trying to run away. At that time, Venerable Kondanna said, Mabayi, Mabayi Upasaka. Mabayita Upasaka, Babajito Aha. Don't fear. Is it? Don't be afraid of me. I'm a bhikkhu. Venerable Kondanna says to them. At that time, they immediately bound down Venerable Kondanna. When the chief of the thieves bound down, then the other thief also bound down. And Pandey, please forgive us. We don't know. We don't know you. This is a monk. We thought this is the stump of a tree. That is why we put our things on your head and also your body, leaning on his body. They put many things. Venerable Kondanna, you know, can enter into jhana without any disturbance. If you are meditating, for example, if you are entering into jhana, then if someone put something in your head or your body, what will happen? You will immediately come out and you will get angry. Is it? You will complain. Say, oh, she is disturbing me. Something like this. Is it? Different from Venerable Kondanna. You know, he was entering into jhana. Although 500 thieves put their things on Venerable Kondanna's head and body, he didn't move his body. He don't feel any disturbance because of this. He stayed with the jhana attainments for whole night, although they are sleeping. Then how his concentration is powerful. Is it? That is why. If you think, for example, when you are meditating, they go, then you also hear their footstep. At that time, you think it is disturbing. If someone do something disturbing, then my concentration is still very weak. Is it? You should reflect on yourself. Don't complain others. Is it? But I didn't mean you should make noisy, something like this. Okay? Should not make noisy. You should protect each other. You should protect yourselves. Then you should also protect others. Don't disturb each other. This is very important. But here, what I mean is Venerable Kondanna entering into jhana, but although they put their things, 500 thieves, many things, even on his head, is it? But he still could enter into jhanas for whole night, no problem. Then, you know that thieves also, when they trying to run away, they thought this is Yaka. Then Venerable Kondanna also says, I am a monk, don't be afraid of me. Then at that time, they also pay homage to Venerable Kondanna and they ask pardon, they beg pardon. Bande, please forgive us, we don't know you are a monk. We think this is a stump or a tree. That is when we put our thing here. Then, since they see the miracle of Venerable Kondanna, you know, then they don't want to continue to stay in householder life. Then they request this to ordain. They request this, the Venerable Kondanna to ordain as a Samanera. Is it? As a bhikkhu. Like Sankecha Samanera, 500 thieves. Then the same way, Venerable Kondanna also then give the 10 precepts to them and they became Samanera. Then, together with his disciple, then he went to the Buddha. Then the Buddha also saw, since he has such kinds of miracle, then he also became famous as Khanu-Kondanna. His original name is only just Kondanna. Okay, Khanu means Tengok. In Myanmar, this one is a stump or a tree, like a stump or a tree, like this, is it? Without moving. Since that time, he became famous as Khanu-Kondanna. Then when he reached the Buddha also asked, "Oh Kondanna, you have many pupils." Yes, one day, then he also explained the story to the Buddha. Then the Buddha asked, "Is this true, the monk?" Then they also answered, "Yes, Bhante. Since we saw Venerable Kondanna's the exhibitions of magical powers, then we have no desires to continue to live in householder life. We desire this to ordain under Venerable Kondanna. That is why now we are ordained persons, Bhante." Then the Buddha also says, you know, the Buddha, when they sit in this way, the Buddha recite this stanza, you know, Bhikkhave eva rupe dhopinya kami patithaya wasa satan jiwana to idhani wo pinya sampadaya vatamanana ekam jivitan seyo. This is the same stanza's meaning. Yoja wasa satan jive dhopinyo asamahito ekahan jivitan seyo pinya uantasa jayino. Oh, you know, 1% is living for 100 years, but no wisdom and no concentration. You see, there are many people around the world. Most of them living in their life without wisdom, without samadhi, concentration. Is it? You see, without practicing meditation, how they will be able to attain concentration? Concentration will not comes to them automatically. Need to practice. Although they are practicing meditation diligently, day and night for a long time, but very difficult to be successful. Is it? Without practicing, how they will be able to attain concentration? It is impossible to attain. Then if there is no concentration, how they will be able to have real wisdom, pinya. Pinya means knowing of the ultimate reality. This is a real pinya. We can consider vipassana pinya. Is it? Vipassana pinya is the knowing of the ultimate reality, paramattha dhamma only. But they have kusala mind. Then at the time wisdom also associate with this kusala citta. It's okay, still okay. But it is not so high level of concentration. But when they practice meditation, step by step, systematically, they can penetrate the the four elements. In this way, at that time, they have vipassana knowledge. If they can see the ultimate reality as they really are, as anicca, dukkha, anatta, at that time they have real wisdom, pinya. Is it? Real wisdom. Then without practicing meditation, how they will get such kinds of real wisdom? Is it? But they may have a kind of degree from university, something like this, because there is not called as wisdom. This is only just a kind of possession. They learn something from something, then they have knowledge. This knowledge is not considered as wisdom. Real wisdom is penetrating on the ultimate reality. This is called real wisdom. Then how they will be able to attain real wisdom without practicing? Is it? That is when they are living for 100 years without wisdom and without samadhi concentration. But 1% is ekahan jivitansiyo pinya wantasa jayino. 1% then because they meet the Buddha's dispensation, according to their parami, they have faith in the Buddha's dispensation, then they also practice sila, samadhi, pinya, step by step, systematically, successfully. Finally, they attain concentration. Then they also continue to practice nama, rupa, vipassana. Then they have real wisdom, vipassana, pinya. Then this person, although he lived for 1 day, his living is better than the other person's living. The other person lives for 100 years without wisdom and concentration. Only just waste of the time with the enjoyment of sensual pleasure. But the other person lives with the wisdom and concentration. Then his living is better than the other person's living. The Buddha says this stanza to 500 thief bhikkhus. Is it? Bhikkhus from the thieves. Then at the end of the stanza, they also became arahanta together with Patisambhida Jnana, like his teacher, Khanu-Kondanna. Yeah, is it? Okay, now, knowing this story, then you want to live your life, with the value or not, valuability or not. Huh? Is it? You want to stay in your life with the wisdom and concentration or not. Then you want to stay for 100 years without wisdom and concentration or not. Then you can decide yourself. Is it? Then if you want to boost your life, then you try to practice to attain concentration and wisdom. Okay, may you be able to practice to attain Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.